Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm Kathleen Eaton.
So let's begin. Here's my palette. Going from left to right across the top is titanium white, Prussian blue, transparent oxide brown, permanent alizarin crimson, and yellow ochre. And I've mixed some puddles of various colors. The blackest black is my Prussian blue and transparent oxide brown mixed together. And then I added white to that to create various shades of gray. And then on the right side of the palette, I mixed up a little bit of yellow ochre with white and a little bit of alizarin crimson with yellow ochre and white to create some other shades of color. Here's little Caesar that we're going to paint today. You can see that I've drawn in on the canvas using vine charcoal a sketch of what I'm going to follow. I find that the sketch is the hardest part of the painting. And then here are the brushes that I'm using. They're rosemary brushes, flats and filberts. And so let's begin. I've sped up the video so that you can follow along without getting too bored with what I'm doing, although the entire painting probably took maybe about an hour to complete. So I did a quick study of it. It's a little 6x6 canvas. And you can see I painted in the background first, and then I'm adding some lighter colors and some darker colors just to add a little more interest back there. I keep a paper towel in my hand to wipe my brush with and to sometimes wipe the canvas with. And here we go. I'm adding some darks to Caesar, getting in a little bit of an outline on him, using the darkest dark since he is a little black and white doggy. And I want to rough in where I want the darkest darks first, and then we'll go from there. Really helps to have your sketch done. It takes a long time, much longer sometimes, to get the sketch accurate. And once the sketch is accurate, the painting flows pretty smoothly. But it's really important to get your drawing right first. If there's anything I can recommend if you're into the arts, it's to draw, draw, and draw some more. His little ears are so sweet. I'm adding in some alizarin crimson and ochre to bring out the little glow of the ears that he's got there. Now I'm changing to the next smaller size brush. I start with my largest brush and try to rough in as best I can. And then when I feel the need to go to a smaller brush, I don't go to a very small brush. I try to go to the next smallest one that I would be using. And this keeps the painting light and loose and rough in the beginning. You really don't want to put in too much fine detail until the very end of the work that you're doing. The whites where it's the whitest white, I didn't use pure white. I added a little yellow ochre to my white, and then in the shadows and some of the other areas, I added some of the blues and ochres and greens and even a little bit of purple into the shadows to create a little more interest in the painting. Caesar looks like such a sweet little puppy. He's got some little rolls and folds in him, and they're not easy to see in the photograph that I was given. But, I'm using my artistic license to create a painting from what I was given to work with. And it's fun. Obviously, again, I do not paint that fast. I speeded up the film here so that you could follow along and get at least a glimpse. This is a definite test run for me. I have not made videos before. It's a little nerve-wracking for me, so bear with me, but I wanted to give you a taste of what it looks like for me to paint. It's definitely a learning curve. I will learn from this first video and hopefully be able to continue to do more videos for you. My reference photo there is up on my computer monitor, and I don't normally keep it that close to my painting, but I wanted you to be able to refer to the reference photo regularly as I paint it along with the on the canvas. The eyes are so important. You can see I did step down to a smaller brush so that I could get a little more detail in those eyes. Now again, this is just a rough study. It's what I call a sketch, a painted sketch of what I'm working on here. I did not want to take too much time with this first video that I'm doing, which is why I sped up the video so that you could enjoy it as I go along. Trying to narrate as I go. I'm not sure how this is going to translate to the final video, but hopefully you'll be able to follow along pretty well. That little fur is so sweet and soft. I want to soften the edges where I can here to give him that look of fluffiness and cuddliness that he obviously has. Pets are so much fun to paint. And they're all different. They all have a personality of their own. Getting close to the end here. I will add a photo to this just to show you the final product. And I want to thank you again for joining me. This has been great fun. I do appreciate your support so much. Thank you.